Let's give a welcome to Wendy Skerr.
I would like to thank the people of Inverell and the Forum Committee for inviting me here tonight to speak. If it hadn't have been for these people, I guess my story would never have been told. It certainly was never going to happen in Tasmania. So thank you. Port Arthur is a story of social engineering at its worst. This is the first time I have spoken in detail publicly of my experience at Port Arthur. Out of respect for those killed and their families, I decided my complete experiences should not be told. I am now convinced that our politicians, elected public servants and their offsiders in the bureaucracy have used this against me in their efforts to make sure that due legal process in relation to the Port Arthur massacre never happens. I haven't anything to hide, I don't sleep well at night, but I hope after tonight there are a few more in the same position, and it's not you people. They know who they are.
In 1996, on April 28th, in Tasmania, Port Arthur was a fatal day. I know there are some memories that never fade away. A shock across the world when they were reading what the papers say. So what the papers say? On April 28th, the man with blonde hair walked into a cafe, carried a bag, opened up, grabbed a gun and then aimed at any men, women and children that got in his way. He didn't wait and moved on to a siege at a cottage for 12 hours and he wasn't keeping the hostage. He waited, the place was setting fire, but the coppers he ran out and got caught, and the cops got what they wanted and he was sent straight to jail with no way to defend. He wasn't fit to stand trial, labelled disabled and then he pleads guilty about 6 months later, and then the situation swept away and never talked about again. Martin Bryan had an IQ of 66, given the pen to consider mentally unfit. He couldn't function in public, dysfunctional kid. So was he capable of doing what they say what he did? So many killed in an instant, without even blinking. The most wounds were headshots and he barely was missing. Reported the shoot from the hip when he turned to his victim. Skills of a soldier, quickly shooting them with perfect precision. There were many descriptions and reports that had told that he looked in his teens. He was nearly 30 years old. Said his face was scarred, riddled with pimples and moles, but Martin's face had clear skin with no pimples at all. And that siege at the cottage where he proceeded to go, decided to speak to the chief of police on the phone. And he was calm and collected, seemed to keep in his zone, but the noise in the back makes it hard to believe he's alone. And it was an hour away from the station to drive, but it took at least 3 hours for police to arrive. You would expect an inquest with all the people that died. To this day, many people still believe it's a lie, and I wonder why it took a while for every copper and politician missing denies, grin up with that crooked smile. A lot of info that they wouldn't file while releasing his information to the nation before he stood a trial. Martin Bryan had an IQ of 66, given the pen to consider mentally unfit. He couldn't function in public, dysfunctional kid. So was he capable of doing what they say what he did? But if they're right and Martin did commit that killing spree, then why didn't the police investigate the inconsistencies? And for the victims and the families, the tragedy that swept away will change speculation to conspiracy. So you can leave if you want, or you can take it and listen. Either way, I'm not saying that I will change your opinion, but remember Martin today while he's staying at rest and wishing he wasn't locked away in a prison. And do some research when you listen to my verse. This information given's just the tip of the iceberg. There's still a lot left, don't consider a right turn, and use your own head. Within a minute you might learn.
Martin Bryan had an IQ of 66 and a mental age of 11. And I don't think he possibly could have carried it out in the 90 seconds to 2 minutes that the court says. I don't know where we go from here, but we need help. We need, as Australian citizens, we need to know the truth. I don't know whether we ever will, but we must have that coronial inquiry, not a royal commission. And because of the display of courage and bravery at Port Arthur on that terrible day, the injured victims who were alive when they were found survived.